Good morning.
Morning.
Or afternoon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Depending on where you are.
That's right.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Liz. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Doing well.
Doing well.
Good. Screen set up. Hopefully we have better internet connections this day. I'm going to go ahead and start the Facebook Live here too. Hello, hello.
On there 2 times
Where?
on the top middle and on.
Yeah. On your phone and on this one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll get started here in a few minutes, but for everybody out in Facebook land, hello. We're going to be starting our class here, and just again as a reminder, if anything doesn't feel right or if you need to modify, please do so. Listen to your body. We're here to breathe and move and have fun, and excited to be here with everybody today.
Mary,
Hello, hello.
Mary,
Yes.
my computer says motion studies bandwidth is low.
Okay.
I don't know if that's me or you, but I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it might be me. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and get started. We'll mute everybody. I know there will people be coming in. Hi, Chris. Good to see everybody. And Nathan's here. Hello. All right.
Hi,
And
Mary.
Joan, hello. Hi. Hi, April. Hi, Jen. All right. Okay, I have to do a quick little something here. 1 second. I don't know if I can do that right here. You're gonna have to do that. All right, I'll change my
Mary,
camera
I can't hear you
angle.
for some reason. I'm going to go out and come back in, okay?
All right. All right, well, let's get moving today. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to start with our shoulders today, and shrug your shoulders up to your ears and then glide your shoulders back down. So we're going to inhale and lift up, and then exhale. Just feel your shoulders like melting wax, dripping away from your ears. And one more time, inhaling, shrugging up. And exhale, let those shoulders go. Let's involve our arms. Inhale, reaching all the way up. And exhaling, coming back down. And let's try that again. Inhale, reaching up. Big full inhale, exhale, coming back down. Let's keep our arms reaching out to the sides now. And we'll take our side bend over, lengthen long. Feel that opposite sitting bone reaching down into the floor. And then I like from here to contract and reach on that diagonal. So we're really rounding and feeling that stretch along the sides of the low back. And then bring it back to sideways position. And bring yourself up. And we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, take that length over to the side. That's it. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, hollow the belly button in. Reach on that diagonal, pulling your abdominals opposite away from you. And feel that lovely stretch. And then bring yourself back to sideways position. And bringing yourself back to sit. Nice. Let's bring our legs around to the side. And we'll do a little flexion and extension of the spine. So just park your feet on the mat and feel that length through your spine, nice and tall. And then you're going to exhale, hollow out your belly button. Just hang on to your shins and round and stretch across the shoulder blades. And then rolling forward. And then let your sternum paint the ceiling, looking up. Keep the back of the neck nice and long, shoulders away from those ears. And then bring it back to center. Let's try that again. Exhale, hollow and contract, rounding it back, scooping it deeply here, and then nodding forward over that waistline, and lift your heart, let the shoulders drip away, open your chest, and then coming back to center. This time we're going to roll all the way back down onto our mat, so you can hold on to your legs or let go. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, hollow and contract, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling down, down, down onto your mat. And then just relax there for a minute. We're going to bend our knees and keep our feet nice and parallel, wide on the floor. Surrender your palms up, open across the collarbones here. And we'll take our little pelvic tilt. So we're just going to round the low back, tucking. So we're peeling that coccyx, that tailbone off the floor, and then bringing it back down to center. And then go the other direction and arch, stick your tail out, and then come back to center. Do that a few times, hollowing the abdominals, rocking the tail, and then bringing it back down, and then arcing it the other way, and then back to center. Let's go side to side today also. So we're just going to rock that bowl of the pelvis one direction, so one hip goes a little higher than the other. And then bring that hip back to the floor. And then other side, rocking it to the other direction. And coming back. Do that one more time each way. Just spilling to one side. Maybe getting some stretch in the front of the top hip. Bring it back to center. And other way. Rocking it the other direction. That's it. And then bringing it back down. Now then, find your parallel position with your legs again, and we're going to take a full articulation rolling up into that bridge. Take that inhale, exhale, scoop like we did before, and then continue to peel up, sending energy forward, knees up and over the feet. Feel nice and long and open through the front of the hips, strong underneath the backs of the legs. Take that inhale here, and then exhale, sigh of relief, relax through the throat. Ooh, rolling back down one vertebrae at a time as you paint your spine back down to the floor. Let's try that again. Inhale and exhale. Scoop and articulate, rolling up. Knees reaching up and over the feet. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale and then exhale. Pelvis will be last here. Relax the throat. Painting your esophagus back down to the floor. That's a weird image, right? Rolling back down. Good. Now we're going to do one of my favorite little roller coaster variations. So our same little tipping we did with the pelvis. You're going to rock the pelvis to one side, and then I'm leading with this hip bone. Still scoop and roll up so this hip bone is highest. Then you're going to go up and over the top of the roller coaster, tipping your pelvis to the other side, and then rolling down the other side of the spine. as you roll back down, and then unwind when you get to the bottom. Let's reverse that. Tip your pelvis the other direction. This hip bone leads as you scoop and roll up, feeling a little bit more oblique work. Come up and over the top of the roller coaster, and then rolling back down, hollowing and scooping. I love this variation because you get a little bit more stretch on each individual side of the spine. Let's try that again. Tip the pelvis, inhale, exhale, scoop and lift. Come up and over the top, and then exhale again, rolling back down. Unwind and reverse it again. Tip to the side, inhale, and exhale, scoop and lift. Peeling up and over the top, inhale, and exhale, rolling back down. Come back to center. Do one more plain bridge right up your center line. Again, exhale, spread those toes wide on the floor. Lift the pelvis. Let's pause here and do a few of our heel lifts. So pelvis is stabilized, and we lift the heels 6 times today. Lift 1 and down, and 2 and down, and 3, keeping open through the chest. 4, keep those hips hovering. 5, last time is 6. Inhale, reestablish that bridge if you've drifted down. And then exhale, roll your spine back down to the floor. And then gather those legs up, give yourself a nice hug. We all deserve that today. Let's rock side to side a little bit. Easy neck, easy low back. Good. And now we're going to extend one leg long on the floor while I continue to fold one knee into my chest. Just feeling that crease in the hip, long waistline. And then gently extend that leg. It can be slightly bent. Let's work our feet a little with our flex and point and flex and point and flex and point. And circling the ankle, a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Reversing 1 and 2 and 3. Then lengthen that leg a little more, maybe hold behind the thigh, perhaps up at the calf. Gliding that leg in for some hamstring stretch, sending your exhales into those tight places you may be feeling today. Easy neck and shoulders. Good. Let's turn that leg out. Hold it with the same hand as leg. You can hold here. Open the leg to the side. So I'm going to prop my elbow on the floor and then support this leg. So I'm opening up through the inner thigh stretch here. Maintain the opposite pelvic half on the floor, so don't let your hips roll off the mat. Keep that sandbag resting on that opposite hip. Breathing there. And then as you're ready, zip up your abdominals, gather that leg, bring it back up. Take it with the opposite hand now, and just gently take that leg across your midline. Again, first trying to keep your hips on the floor. You may feel this through the outer hip. And then if you'd like a little deeper twist stretch, go ahead now. Allow your pelvis to spiral away. That's it. And you'll feel a little bit more stretch to the low back and into that outer hip. And then as you're ready again, scoop your abdominals, gather that leg back up to center. And take a little test to see if you have a little bit more range and parallel. Good. Now we're going to just soften that knee a little bit so the thigh is easy. The hands can rest on the floor here. We're going to do leg circles, hip circles. We're going to go across the body, inhale, exhale, circle on the ceiling to come back to center. Inhale across, exhale, circle, swing. Make sure you're wearing your abdominal seatbelt here. Inhale, keep that pelvis steady as you circle and stir. Just one more time. Inhale and exhale, freeing up the hip joint. Let's reverse. Inhale, open, and exhale, circle. And again, 2, around, and 3, one more time, and 4, good. And then cast that leg long, reach it all the way back down to the floor, and just take a second to think about maybe your legs feel one longer than the other, so let's even ourselves out. Hug the other knee into your chest, again finding that fold in the hip socket there. Enjoy that fold. And then again, we'll extend the leg just soft so we go into our footwork here. So flexing and then pressing through the toes to point. And flex and point, and flex and point. And 3 circles each way. Working that mobility. 1, 2, 3, and then reverse. Snap, crackle, pop. 1, 2, 3. Good, everyone. Let's lengthen that leg for deeper hamstring stretch. Again, you can hold behind the thigh or perhaps a little higher up. Sending your exhales down through the back of that leg. Easy neck and chest here. Another deep breath. And then we'll rotate, opening that leg. Keep this hip on the floor as you open it out to the side. Again, you can prop your elbow on the floor to help support yourself there. Breathing into the inner thigh. Opening things up there. On your exhale, zip up those abdominals. Help support yourself as you gather that leg back up. Take it with the other hand and let's go across the body. Feeling that stretch. Again, first with your hip perhaps on the floor. And then if you'd like a deeper twist, allow your hip to spiral off the floor. Turn your head away from your foot. Good. And then again, as you're ready, zip up your abdominals. Gather that leg back up to center. Test things out. See if you can get a little deeper stretch there in parallel. And then we'll soften that leg, lower it a little bit. Easy thigh, hands on the floor as your training wheels. 4 circles each way. Inhale, go across the midline. Exhale, circle down, around, and up. And again, 2. Exhale, circle. And 3. Easy neck. Good, everyone. And 4. Let's reverse. Inhale, open, and circle. 1. And again, inhale, exhale, strong center. And 2 more, inhale and exhale. And 4, and exhale. Good, lengthen that leg all the way down to the floor. Excellent. Just let those legs be long and heavy. And released. Let's reach our arms up to the ceiling. And then we're gonna take our arms all the way over our head. Continuing to feel that support in our abdominal vest of strength. Inhale, the arms come back up to the center. And we're going to do roll up from here. Notch into chest. Find that sternum fold. If you need to, let your fingers do the walking alongside your legs. And roll yourself up. Let's reach forward. So we're really feeling that hover and our abdominals pulling away from our fingertips. Take that breath in. And then exhale, wide shoulders. Slowly articulating back down. Again, if you need to do this with your knees bent, holding onto the thighs, that's okay too. Try to roll right down your center line. Avoid any kind of teeter-tottering side to side. And then let's do that again. I'll demonstrate with the knees bent this time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, going for 1 fluid contraction, rolling up over that waistline. And then lengthen the legs if they were bent, reaching forward. Open upper back. Take a breath in. Exhale, hollow and contract. Again, you can bend your knees, hold your thighs, rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time as you move. Good. Let's try this 2 more times. Now I'll demonstrate with arms and legs long. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, nod and fold. Working through that tough spot there. Reach and stretch away. Take that breath in. Exhale, hollowing, rolling back down. Abs reaching toward the floor. Rolling down through. And arms float overhead. Let's try it 1 more time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, nod, spine like a wheel. Feeling that scoop. And this time, just open those sitting bones wider apart and take a lovely stretch forward over your legs. Breathe into that low back. Good. Nice. And then roll yourself back up. We're going to do some variations today with our rolling. So we're going to do rolling like a ball. And then for those of you who are a little bit more advanced, we're going to take a rolling into our spine stretch, our roll over. So come up to your sitting balance position. You can hold on to those ankles on the outside and come to your tippy toe position. Abs are pulling in, and then let's find a little bit of a balance. Round your spine, so you're pulling your belly button into your back and you're looking into the pit of your belly. And we're gonna roll onto the spine, avoiding the neck. We inhale, rock back. Exhale, roll right up your center line and try to find that balance. That's it, hot lava under your toes. Here we go, inhale, rock. Exhale, roll. One more time like this plane. And again, inhale and exhale. Good. Now, if that was challenging enough, stick with that. If you want a little bit more challenge, we're going to contract, rock back, extend the legs up and over the head, and then scoop your belly and roll down one vertebrae at a time. And then bend your knees, rock, and come back up. So we're just throwing a little bit of our rollover in there. Again, scoop your belly. Rock back, extend the legs, hands press onto the floor. Inhale, exhale, scoop your belly deep, relaxing the neck. And as you roll through, bend the knees, nod, and rock forward, using that core to bring you back up. One more time like this. And again, rock and roll, lengthen, reach, long waist lines. Inhale, exhale, scoop the abdominals, trying to roll down through the spine. And then bending the knees, nodding head, coming back up to sit tall. A little balance challenge from there. Good. Take your breath in, extend one leg long, hugging onto one knee into your chest. Hollow and contract, rolling back down. There you go. And we're going to do our alternating single bent leg. We go inhale, switch, inhale, switch, exhale, switch, exhale, switch. Again, inhale and exhale and exhale. Again, in and in, looking toward my toes. Exhale, exhale. Last time. In and in. Exhale, exhale. Hug your knees, relax your head back down. Just turn your head side to side, easing things out through the upper neck and shoulders. Good. So, in lieu of hundreds today, we're going to do coordination. Don't be afraid of the name of this exercise. We're going to find that same chest fold. If you have neck support issues, you might want to use your mat to create a little cradle to curl up with. That is a good variation if you need to. Here we go. Inhale. You're going to exhale. Find that chest fold. Let's extend the legs and reach the hands hovering off the floor. The part here, we're going to inhale, opening the legs apart. Still feeling that connection. Exhale, close. Here's your challenge. Watch one leg stay exactly in place while one leg opens without teeter-tottering to the side. Exhale, gather and return. Other side. Inhale, peekaboo through those legs. Exhale, gather, return, bend your knees, and rest yourself back down on the floor. Good. Let's do that 3 more times. Take a breath in. Exhale, zip your abdominals up. Coordinate arms and legs, extend. We peekaboo, open and close. Inhale and exhale. And one leg at a time. Inhale, watching that other leg stay steady. And other side. You don't have to go very far. It's about the stability, not the flexibility on this one. Bend your knees, rest your head back down. Couple more times. Exhale, curl up, reach. You can challenge yourself by taking your legs farther away. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And one leg opens, the other leg stays in place. Exhale, close. Other side. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, rest your head. One more time. Exhale, curl, reach. Tight through the center. Inhale and exhale. And one by one. Hard work. Other side. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees and rest, relax, back down. Very good. Let's bring the hands behind the head and we'll do our crisscross. So this is the one, our legs will be the same as we did with the single bent leg. Finding that chest fold again. Exhale, curl up, extending one leg, rotate around that sternum, opposite elbow to knee, and use your eyes to look behind yourself. And we switch. And we breathe, of course. We go inhale, change. Inhale, change. Exhale, change. Exhale. Again, in, and exhale, exhale. Couple more times. Inhale, we're working hard today. Inhale, blow it away. Exhale, exhale. One more set, we can do it. In and in. Exhale, exhale. Well done. Give yourself a little hug. Again, hands on top of the knees. A few stirs in each direction just to relax that low back. Good, and unwind. Very nice. Let's roll ourselves back up to a seated position. Nod and bring yourself back up. Sit back and open the legs apart for spine stretch forward and saw. So right up on top of those sitting bones. Again, if you have a little tightness of the hamstrings, you can bend your knees here. Let's extend the arms long out in front. Feet are flexed. Inhale, feeling the length of your spine. Exhale, hollow your abdominals and reach up and over. Folding over that waistline, not just collapsing down, but really pulling the belly deep. And then inhale to inflate. Stacking from the base of the spine, shoulders again, heavy, dripping away from those ears. Let's try that again. Inhale and exhale, scoop and deflate. Inhale, inflate to stack the spine up. One more time, exhale, deflate, inhale, inflate. Open those arms nice and wide for our saw. Without moving the pelvis, rotate from the waistline. Inhale, exhale, fold and reach. Lengthen long through those hands. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Beautiful. Exhale, unwind. Other side. Inhale, tall to exhale, fold and saw. Inhale, comes back up. Exhale, unwind. Just one more time. Inhale, feeling that rotation, that twist, wringing out your innards. Exhale and lengthen away. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Exhale, unwind. Another time. Inhale, exhale, fold. And inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Good. Bring your legs closer together. And we're going to do another little challenge here, working our chest with extension. So bringing our fists, knuckles into your sternum here, shoulders dripping away from the ears. We're going to contract and hollow, rolling back. So again, if you need to do this with your knees bent, that's an option. Hollow just enough so you're off your sit bones. Reach your arms forward, rotate thumbs down, exhale, push like you're swimming and bring your chest forward as far as you can. Perhaps you're just reaching behind yourself as you're here. Maybe you can link your hands and give yourself a little shoulder stretch if that feels good to you. We'll then open the arms wide, lengthen, opening your chest, circling your arms all the way forward, and then again hang forward over the legs. Now for more of that stretch through the hamstrings and low back. And then roll yourself back up and bring your knuckles to your chest, like our rowing exercise on the reformer. Inhale. Exhale, hollow and contract. Maybe going a little farther. Test yourself. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Thumbs down. Exhale, push, swim. Bring your chest through and fold forward. Again, maybe you can touch your thumbs behind your back. Maybe you can link your fingers and stretch. From there, inhale, open your arms, lengthen like a ski jumper would, reaching out through the head and tail, circling the arms all the way forward. That's it. And then folding forward for a stretch. And then roll your spine back up. Knuckles to your heart. One more time. Hollow, contract. Rolling back. That's it. Inhale, reach those arms forward. Thumbs down. Exhale, push, swim through. That's it. Reach behind yourself. And then again from here, lengthen, open your heart, reaching forward and dripping over those legs and rolling yourself back up. Just give yourself a hug here, holding onto the outer sides of the shoulders. And then we're going to pull those elbows wide and lift the chest. So we're arching and looking up at the ceiling again. And again, come back to center. You can give yourself that hug, stretching forward. And then lift your heart, open those elbows like a goalpost, pull it back, lift your heart. Good. And then relax. Let's rotate over, flip over onto your bellies now. Okay. And I'm just going to place my hands next to my shoulders. So again, depending on where you are with your mat, they can be out to the side wider or closer into you. My legs are just a little bit apart, so my hips are feeling long in the front. Okay, abs are still with me. And we're going to push that imaginary marble with my nose, watching it roll along the floor. Abs lift, eyes lift, heart lifts. See how far you can go without putting pressure into the hands. Maybe it's just a small bit, maybe you can go a little bit more. Then again, if you are ready, press into the hands, lift your abdominals, and go a little bit further. Take a breath in, exhale, reversing, retrograde, roll back down, eyes coming back down that same path. And let's do that again. Abs are strong, push that marble with your nose, watching it roll, involving the cervical spine, the thoracic spine, the lumbar spine, abs lift, shoulders a long way from your ears. Stay here now and just gently bring your chin toward your chest. And then ear to the shoulder, stretching out the sides of the neck. And again, chin to chest. Other ear to shoulder. And chin to chest. Looking forward, inhale, long neck. Exhale, slowly lengthening down. All the way back home. We're going to go into a little swimming movement here, breaststroke. My legs are going to stay relaxed on the floor. And I'm just going to lift my chest a tiny bit to hover, looking down at the floor. If you can, float your hands above the floor. Exhale, blow bubbles underwater and reach your arms forward. Inhale, swim again and pull, lifting your heart, looking forward. Bringing the arms back down and through, the eyes lower. Exhale, underwater. Inhale, pull. Feel the strength and the muscles underneath those armpits. And bring your eyes back down. Hands bring through. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Abs are strong, pulling up. Try not to pooch your belly into the floor. And down. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. Long swan neck as you lift. And then lower back down. Hands to the floor. Pull yourself up into your hands and knees position. Let's cat back a little bit after all that. Lifting the belly button, round and arc. And then lengthening back through. Slide the shoulders away from your ears as you look forward. And again, high dome of the spine, stretching the shoulder blades wide. Bringing it back to center. Maintain your low belly here. Slide the shoulders away from the ears and just investigate with your heart, looking forward. Come back to center. Bring those knees a little closer together. This is a little challenge for the low belly and for our upper body core strength. Tuck your toes. We did this last week if you remember. Knees are together, abs are lifted. We're going to pause here. See if you can be on the balls of your feet and lift your knees just an inch. And stay for 4 or 5 deep breaths. Looking down at the floor, energy out to the top of the head. Feeling that low belly strength pulling up. And then lower yourself down. Let's just do it one more time today. Again, press. Lift your heart away from the floor. Hover those knees up off the floor. Finding that good balance. That's it. And take a break. Relax your feet back down. Sit back towards your heels. Tiptoe your fingers as far forward as you can. And let your forehead come down toward the floor. Child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Good. I always love this for a nice side body stretch. We're going to reach your hands perhaps over to the right and let your tail slide over to the left. So you're feeling that stretch through the whole C curve of the body sideways. And then bring your pelvis back, bring your hands back, tiptoe your hands over to the other side, and your pelvis slides over to the opposite side. Breathing in there, enjoying that side stretch for the armpit, for the lats, for the obliques. Bring yourself back to center. And then rolling up through your spine. We're going to move on into our leg work. So go ahead and find a position on your side. If you need a little extra padding underneath your hip, that would be a good time to do that. And we're gonna be in our side banana position. So again, hips and shoulders stacked right on top, length through both sides of the waistline here. All right, and my legs are just a little bit toward the front corner of my mat. This can be your kickstand here. Check in with this top shoulder that you keep that space from ear to shoulder nice and long, okay? We're gonna take that top leg and float it so my hip, knee, and foot are on the same plane. And we're gonna flex the foot and fold forward. Point the foot and reach it back without letting your ribs spill forward or your back arch. And again, pendulum that leg forward and then reaching it back. That's it. Inhale, fold forward. And exhale, swing it back. Core is strong here, working that stability. And again, forward and back. If you're finding struggle with your bottom leg, you can bend that leg if that helps you. Forward, let's pulse. And then back and pulse. And again, flex forward and pulse. And back and pulse. One more time. And forward and pulse. And back and pulse. Very good. Bend those knees in like you're sitting in a chair. And again, keeping that waistline long, keeping the pelvis placed. We're going to go into our wave today. So we lift the knee and then we lift our foot. And now rotate inward and close the knee and close the foot. And again, isolating the femur bone, rotating it open and lifting it. Inwardly rotate, knee closes and foot closes. And again, how smooth can you make it now? Up and over the top of the wave. I must want to go to the beach. Everything's swimming and beach related. Open and lift and lowering and down. And again, lift and up and lower. Are you feeling it? I am. One more time. Lift and lower and lower. Very good job. We're going to swing around to the other side. I promise we'll stretch when we're done with both sides today. So again, finding that banana shape. Legs stacked. Waistline's long. Again, you can use this hand as a kickstand, or you can be sassy and test your balance. Here we go. We're going to lift that leg so foot, knee, and hip are on the same line. Flexing the foot, folding in the front of the hip. Inhale forward, point, and keep your abdominal strong. Lengthen the front of the hip. And again, fold forward. And exhale, pressing back. And again, inhale forward. And exhale, lengthen away. And again, you can bend that bottom leg if you need to. Inhale. And exhale, reaching back. Let's add the pulse. We fold forward. Kick, little pulse. Kick, reaching back. Point, exhale, exhale. And again, inhale, inhale, and exhale. Exhale, last time. Top shoulder soft. Inhale, abs are strong. Good. Bend your knees. Tuck into your little seated position here. Long waistline. Pelvis staying placed. We rotate, open, lift the knee. Lift the foot, inwardly rotate, knee closes and foot closes. Again, lift the knee, lift the foot, inwardly rotate, knee and foot. A few more times, making it smooth and seamless. And close, and just the leg moves, and just the leg moves. Keep breathing, keep smiling. 2 more times, lift, lift. And lower, lower. Last time, lift and lower. And you did it. Good. Roll onto your back. We'll do some extra leg stretch now. Good job. So from here, we're going to do a little variation of our rotator stretch. Extend your legs and you're going to cross one thigh on top of the other. And then bend your knees. And then grab a hold of whatever you can grab a hold of, whether it's the ankles, your pant legs, whatever it is. And then see if you can open the legs apart so you're pulling out and in at the same time. Bringing those thighs in toward your chest. At the same time, anchor, reach your tail down to the floor. Woo, that's a little different. If you can, maybe shift a gentle shift side to side. Letting those hips open and stretch. And then we'll release Unwind and take the other leg on top, crossing as high at the thighs as you can. Bend your knees, grab a hold of whatever you can grab. Pull the legs out and in, and the tail reaches down. So we're feeling all sorts of oppositional stretch. And again, breathe. Maybe a little shift side to side. Good. And then unwind again. Then opening the knees, holding on to the ankles, little butterfly stretch here. So opening again through those inner thighs. If you wanted more stretch, you could straddle the legs wide out to the side. Again, tail reaching down a little bit, just to feel that open. Good. And then gather those knees back together for another hug into the chest. Great job. Let's bring the feet back down to the floor. And we're going to practice again, finding that chest fold and rolling up. So again, working that flexion. Again, you can use your mat if you need. Otherwise, hands beside you. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach to the fingers. Fold at the chest. And find that position we worked on earlier today. We're going to stay here and just bring one leg off the floor. And inhale, return, keeping the waistlines long. And other side. Fold. And bringing it back down. And again, balancing a teacup on your belly. And lowering. And one more time. And down. Roll yourself back down. So if that was challenging enough, stick with that. If you want more challenge, we're going to work on our half teaser. I'm bringing my feet all the way together. Extend one leg so my thighs are together. My leg is just extended. We're going to inhale. Exhale, do that same fold, but see if you can come a little higher. Maybe you need to help yourself with your hands behind your thighs. Reach, find a triumphant position here. Inhale, exhale, hollow your belly, retreat, roll down, keeping your opposite foot into the wet cement on the floor. And lengthen down. Let's try that again. Little challenge today. Inhale, exhale, notch into chest. Use your core. Bring yourself up. Find that beautiful position. Inhale, exhale, contract, right down that center line, and down. We'll do it twice on the other side. Put your foot in the wet cement, extend the other leg, thighs are together. Inhale, and exhale, nod and scoop. Roll yourself up. If you can, bring your arms parallel to your leg. That's it. Inhale, exhale, hollow and contract, rolling right down that center line once again. Let's stay kissing together. Let's try it one more time. Inhale and exhale. Reach and find your position here. Half teaser. Inhale and exhale. Rolling yourself back down and bend your knees to rest. Very good. All right. So we're going to roll back over onto our bellies again. Okay? And for this one, you're going to have your elbows on the floor. Press and lift out of your chest. You can have two fists like this, or you can clasp your hands together. But again, I'm pressing out of my elbows, out of my shoulders, wide through my collarbones, through my chest. And one leg at a time, we're going to bend the knee and flex, kick your butt, and point your foot and kick, and then lengthen all the way down other side. We have a rhythm. We go flex and point and lengthen other side. Flex and point and reach away. Abs lift. Flex and point and reach. And flex and point and reach. And again, flex and point and reach. One more time each side. Flex and point, extend. Last time, flex and point and extend. Very good. Come back down, lift yourself back into that hands and knees position. And we'll do a little of our thread the needle today. So again, abs are lifted, heart is lifted away from the floor. Let's take one arm and reach it up, spiral the rib cage, take a deep breath in, and then fingertips, reach through, dive and twist and stretch. Side of the head on the floor perhaps. Press into the hand on the floor, bring yourself back to all fours, and then we'll do the other side. Opening the chest, spiral, And then fingertips, thread the needle, reaching on that diagonal as you peekaboo under. And again, stretching out those shoulders. Good. That's it. And again, bring yourself back up to sit. Good. We'll come over onto one hip. And we're going to go into some mermaid again today, one of my favorites. You can again have your knees stacked like this. If this doesn't feel right for you, open yourself out into a little Z-sit position if that works better for you. Okay? But I'll be here on my hip, holding onto your outer ankle. Let's take this arm long by the ear, feeling that reach through the waistline. Inhale, and then up and over toward the feet, feeling that side bend. Beautiful stretch all through that side body. Good. Let's bring ourselves up. We're going to do a little bit more choreography today. Bring this hand to the floor. This arm releases. You're going to lift and slide down to lower down to your elbow, making a rainbow curve. So again, try not to collapse here and lounge, but allow your body to make a rainbow, maybe looking at me upside down. Good. Now then, take this arm and reach. Just as we did with the thread the needle, fingertips dive through and spiral the rib cage. Diving underneath. Bring yourself back to that rainbow curve and then press the clouds away. Look at the ceiling. Opening the chest, reaching back. Come back into that mermaid side bend. Inhale, the arm comes back up to the ceiling. Exhale, use your obliques to bring yourself back up. And let's finish with our mermaid stretch again, holding onto your tail. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, curving over toward your feet, toward your mermaid tail. Inhale, hand goes behind the head. And exhale, our diagonal twist as we did at the beginning. Elbow toward opposite knee. Breathe into your stretch, tucking yourself into your seashell. Come back to our sideways position. And now reach even farther than before. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And return. Good. Swish your tail to the other side. Coming back. Good. And again, stacking the knees or sitting in your little Z-sit, whichever works for you. Hold on to that outer ankle if you can. This arm goes up by your ear. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Start with that side bend. Opening up the side body. Good, good. Inhale, bring yourself back up. And now we're going to change arms. Reach the other arm up. Lifting the rib cage, making that little dome for your friend the troll to live underneath you. Slide onto your elbow, making that curve of the body. Good. Inhale, take this arm, fingertips diving through, wring out your rib cage, twist. Belly scoops. Bring yourself back into your mermaid side bend, and then push the clouds away. Look up at the sky, open your chest. Beautiful stretch. Up and over again into that mermaid side bend. Inhale, the arm comes back up. See if you can use your waistline rather than this hand on the floor to bring yourself back up. And then now we do our mermaid stretch again, holding onto your tail. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bending up and over. Great. Hand behind the head, inhale. Exhale, hollow the belly, twist on the diagonal, elbow toward your knee. Breathing there. Good, and then bring yourself back to that sideways position, and now go even farther than before. Amazing stretch, and exhale to return. Very nice. Go ahead and bring your legs in front of you into a seated butterfly position again. Good, and you can rest your hands on your knees here. We're going to do a few of our flexion and extension. So take a breath in, exhale, nod your head and dive forward, feeling stretch in the creases of your hips. And then we're going to roll back up. And then you're going to look up at the ceiling again. You can press against your knees and lift up. And then coming back to center. This time, rather than just curving forward, contract back. So we're now rounding our back and pulling away. Feeling that stretch into the low back and those upper shoulders. And then bring yourself all the way head to toes, curving forward. Feeling that good stretch in the hips. And again, roll up through your spine. And then scan the ceiling with your sternum, looking up, shoulders dripping away. Good. And then coming back to center. Open those arms again for another rotation. I'm going to scan across with my arms, maybe resting my hands on my knees, the other hand behind me on the floor, and just take that nice spiral twist, feeling long through the spine as I spiral. And unwind. Woo, and I can feel I can breathe more through that side of my lungs. Other side, rotate, reaching one hand to the legs, maybe one hand behind yourself, taking your eyes with you around the corner. Good. And unwind and come back down. We're going to go into another little hip flexor stretch before we finish for the day. Bring yourself back to hands and knees. And you're going to help yourself bring one foot out in front of you. And maybe inch those toes forward a little bit. So you're nice and square. We're going to press the pelvis forward so you're feeling that elongation through the front of this hip. And then lift your heart, looking forward. Abs are with you, lifting up and in. Good. If you have good balance and control, want to challenge yourself, zip up those abdominals and bring your hands to your thigh. Now then, whichever leg is back, that arm is going to reach up and just a small curve away from that leg, so toward the bent leg side. Feeling a deeper stretch. Good. And then bring yourself back, and we'll exchange other side. Carefully bring your hands down. Switch out, other leg out in front. Looking for good alignment, so as you reach forward, this knee is directly over this heel. Lift your chest, looking forward. You can either stay here and breathe, or if you want more challenge, lift your abdominals. Find your balance and control, shoulders away. And then taking the arm long, just a little bit of side bend. Feeling a deeper stretch through the psoas and your hip flexors and your waistline and friends. Bring yourself back up. And good. Bringing both hands to the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your hips into a bit of a downward dog. And treading through the feet, let your head hang. Good. And then both heels down. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Soften your knees if you need to. And just bend your knees. And stretch, letting your head hang. And one more time, bend those knees. And stretch. And although I might leave you from your screen, you're going to slowly zip up your abdominals and roll yourself up to stand. Your head will be last. Feeling your pelvis come into vertical. And just take that breath in, reaching up. And exhale, arms coming back down. And again, inhaling the arms up, feeling long and tall and strong. Ready to face your Sunday all the way down. Excellent work, everybody. Thank you so much. Great job. See you next time.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.